besides the Lakers, about this deal?
No, and I'd like to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit. You know, trades, you guys have been around here, trades don't happen at the smallest level without stuff getting out. And Rob and I were able to have, you know, really intense conversations over the course of, you know, 3 or 4 weeks that started out as a coffee that, you know, was more, hey, would you ever, I don't know, would I? Let me think of, you know, and then it built upon that. And, you know, we kept it between us. We had to keep it tight. J Kidd didn't know about it. But J Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about archetypes, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know the type of players that he likes without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like, you know? So I know that, and J Kidd coached them when they won a championship. So I think when you're aligned with your coach like that, I know the type of players that he likes, and so I felt good about it making sense to where we're trying to go.
Okay, so it's looking like Anthony Davis finally broke his silence, man. As we can see right here, here's the video footage of Anthony Davis arriving to Dallas. And yeah, man, here's the statement Anthony Davis put out. This is what AD said. He said, 6 years ago, I came here with a vision to win a championship, and I will never forget the moment we did. Business of basketball is a business just like all other businesses. I am grateful to the city where my first ring came from. Through my family and friendships, and I will always have a home here. My family and I thank everyone who made this place home, and we are still thinking of those who lost their homes in the fires. To my teammates, our friendships go beyond a locker room and a jersey. LA will always have a special place in my heart. Every great story has an exciting next chapter. Dallas, here we come. So that's what AD said, man. AD is looking like he's in good spirits. I could say it's a little bit different than what Luka is going through because there's a lot of drama going around with Luka Doncic right now, as we guys can see in posts like this.
Yeah, I mean, I asked Nico Harrison, the Mavericks general manager, that exact question, and the first thing he said was defense wins championships, talking about bringing in Anthony Davis as that defensive anchor, you know, to upgrade on that end of the floor. It says he believes they're built to win now and in the future. But look, they're not just doing this to upgrade the defense. This was about the Mavericks betting against Luka Doncic being able to fulfill his potential. There has been extreme frustration building in that franchise over the years, and especially this season, about his lack of commitment to conditioning, to diet, to the lifestyle that's necessary at this point to be available on a consistent basis. When he went out with that calf strain on Christmas, there wasn't sympathy within the Mavericks organization. There was frustration, even anger. They felt like he hasn't done the things to position himself to again, fulfill his potential and be available. And they were terrified of making a supermax $350 million commitment to him this summer. They felt like they needed to get out in front of that. And so they called the Lakers, and this deal came together.
Well, I think it's very interesting on a couple of levels. Number one, if you're the Dallas Mavericks, clearly you lost all faith in Luka Doncic. That's a story that's going to follow Luka for a long time. You're 25 years of age, your career, not just this season, but a career, 28-point-per-game scorer, a 28-8-8 player. You just guided the team to the NBA Finals, and they're saying sayonara to you. Why would they do that at the age of 25, scheduled to be 26 at the end of the month? It's because of his constant conditioning issues, the lack of focus and discipline when it comes to keeping himself in shape. This is a kind of thing that they talk about. Then when you look at the Dallas Brass, yes, you have head coach Jason Kidd. Yes, you have president of basketball operations and GM Nico Harrison. Let's keep that name, Nico Harrison, in mind. You were an executive at Nike for 19 years. Okay, you worked with Michael Jordan. You worked with Kobe Bryant. You worked with LeBron. You worked with an abundance of people. You're not only used to superstardom, you're used to players who are very, very much committed to being the greatest that they can possibly be. You lose a championship in the case of a Kobe Bryant or LeBron or anybody else a week later. You like, what the hell do we need to do in order to get ourselves back and to do what we can? In the case of Luka Doncic, you come in out of shape, and you've got people talking about you literally using the word fat to describe him. That certainly isn't the Dallas Mavericks organization, but beat writers and everybody else covering the Dallas Mavericks know that there's been conditioning issues, discipline issues, and what have you. So do you invest with a new ownership coming in? It's no longer Mark Cuban, who doesn't have a majority stake anymore. It's Adelson family and those folks. 3 or 5 years, over in excess of $325 million. That was an investment that they were hesitant to make. That's the Luka Doncic side. The other side to this is it puts the ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had been clamoring to be a 4 again, not a 5. Well, you've got Gafford, you got Lively and other folks